in nets tonight?
Groovy is in net. There'll come a day when I'm not going to tell you that until game time. For now, Groovy.
You're running out of time.
What's that?
You're running out of time.
Probably won't be this year. just so you're aware. Just so when it comes, it's not a shock. Oh, I wasn't. I was looking right back at you, Bob.
He was going to ask next.
Okay.
What do you like about Groovy?
Groovy's game has been consistent. You mentioned Driegs' game. He did play well, and again, we're looking at creating as much of a competitive situation as possible. Driegs has played well the last couple of games. Had our team come away with a win, there would have been strong consideration for him to go 3 in a row. But if you look at Groovy's last his track record, the last few performances, they have also been solid. So, we need a real good performance tonight. We're gonna need leadership in that position, and Groovy will be the man that gets the opportunity to go in and do that for his teammates.
You've gotten solid goaltending from either Groovy or Driegs sort of these last 7-8 games for the most part. Is there something from your perspective that seems to have clicked with them, or is it just sort of making the timely saves that?
No, I don't think anything has clicked. I mean, that's again, I think I've used this term maybe a little bit too much over the last couple of days, but truly that's where we expect these guys to be at. That's I think if you would ask them, I would believe they would tell you, they expect to be in position to lead our teams, our team to good wins, and do that on a very, very consistent and nightly basis. So that's what we're working towards.
You mentioned care with the puck as far as a key ingredient to success against Vegas. How much you taken away from the first few minutes of period 1 and more of that tonight?
Well, great energy to start the game, and we want to have that type of energy, that type of start in our own building every night. Now we have to sustain that, and we took a lot of opportunities away from ourselves with poor play with the puck. So we've talked about that, and we've talked about it. We've talked about it directly. We need to see improvement in that area tonight, and that'll help us maintain and create a little bit more offensive zone possession time. These guys they're hard to play against in terms of getting up ice, because they're in your face. They pressure coming through the neutral zone. They have big long D that are able to hold lines. So you've got to make sure you take care of the puck and give yourself to get into the offensive zone, and then the next area that that we have to be much better, and we have to be a much hungrier team in the offensive zone, and that starts with winning those first pucks and finding a way to get them into the middle of the rink and off the yellow.
When you mentioned about how much they can play in your face and play at top speed, how much are you then thinking about these guys have to be, in essence, thinking one step ahead of the play for success?
Well, it's a game of hockey. I mean, it's a game of hockey, but you also have to win your one-on-one battles. That's a lot of it comes down to that. There's a ton of one-on-one battles that happen every shift, let alone if you go out through the game. So those are the little competitive areas of the game. So it's thought process, and it's an ability in tight areas to come up with with those 50-50 wins.
Hey Dave, I know Cole Lidd's proof case is really over 15, 20 games now, but how did you feel he played the other night? He had a couple really good chances.
Yeah, Lindy had a couple good chances, and it was probably with that, those were the real positive. And each night there's been good positives for him. The other, 2 nights ago was probably, it was one of his tougher nights with the puck, just in terms of some of the areas that we're talking about. And these are the challenging areas for young players. It's those little areas of the game that maybe go unnoticed. And, you know, those are the areas of game that, you know, of his game that we've addressed over the last couple of days. And, you know, he's eager to work, eager to learn, you know, and, you know, expect he'll go out and work really hard to improve some of those areas tonight and still continue to, you know, generate some of the energy and offensive opportunities that he's been doing, you know, been generating over the last few games. Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.